Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So this video is part of my Monday series where every Monday of the month I do something different. So the first Monday of the month is, let me look at my calendar, make sure, a sketch card. The second Monday is a case a card that I case something out of the catalog. The third Monday of every month is a shaker card. The fourth Monday is a fun fold. And if there's a fifth, it's a mystery as to what I am going to do. So this February, I'm concentrating on the Notes of Nature bundle. This is the stamp set, you guys. This was not going to be my first choice of what to purchase with the pre-order. There was very limited as far as what you could purchase. And then they did a demonstration with it. And I was like, yes, sold, yes. And I'm going to show you what really sold me. Part of the dies, it was this die right here. This is what sold me the set. That little die did it. I was in love, but first looks at the catalog, this would not have been my choice, but I am loving it. Excuse me, I do love this stamp set. So what else? Notes of Nature, it's on page 23, right? Oh, excuse me, 43. I have a green one handy, my black one's on my other whiteboard. So 43 of the mini catalog. Hold on. Ugh. So this is it. And like I said, first glance at the catalog, it didn't do anything for me. I was not crazy about it. But then, oh my gosh, did I love it. So it kind of, I think this is a sweet. Let me move this board aside. Is this a sweet? Yes. Nature's Sweetness Sweet Collection. I did not get this collection, meaning I don't have this paper here. I don't have any of this, any of that. I just have the Notes of Nature bundle. So what am I pairing it with? Well, today is a case of card. But what I did do is out of the the celebration catalog that you guys are seeing this in February, but I'm filming in January. I am pairing this set with this paper. Not today, but this was my intention. Softly Stippled. This was one of your free, if you purchase $50, you could get free. So this is the paper that I will be using for Saturday series and other Monday series cards with the Notes of Nature. So today being the second Monday, or at least when this video airs, on February 12th, I am going to case this card. I love that they chose to use Very Vanilla. Wasn't crazy that they paired it with white, but I'll show you what I came up with. So keep in mind, this is what we are concentrating on. Let me show you my card. So this is their card. This is my version. Now this is my sample. See, look at Hello from the Heartfelt Hellos out of the Celebration catalog. However, I changed, of course, the circles. I added a few little extras. This we're going to stamp in Wild Wheat. I think it needs it. These are Wild Wheat dots right here. The in color dots. And this is Wild Wheat in here. I didn't like that bright green. It just wasn't me. I grunged it up a bit with a sponge dauber. So let's get started. Remember, this is my version. This is theirs. This is my version of that card. So I'm going to keep this here and go over what we are going to use. So I have a card base that is 5.5 by, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece that is 3.5 by 5 in basic white. I already ran this die through the my embossing machine, my die cutting machine. You guys know what I'm talking about, all right? And since I didn't have the paper, I'm going to show you how I did my script. We don't need to put that back. So then that's just my notes. Number 6 from the Deckled circle dies right here. Number 6, starting from the inside out. I die cut a circle. This circle right there, the whole thing, in Kraft. Then I went and I used, because these are new to me, the Everyday Detail dies. This one right here, 3rd from the center. It's a double bit. It did this edge, and it did the center one, and it popped it out, and I thought that was a really cool detail. So let me stick those back in there. Everyday Details, this bundle I'll be using in May. Haven't figured out what I'm doing, but okay, so those are my circles for this. Then you will need at least 2.5 by 5 to do 3 of these leaves here. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. If you do a piece that's at least 2.5 by 5, this was just scrapped, so that's how I did mine. And I do have a one that I'm going to show you how I colored them. I die cut each one of these leaf dies in Kraft. This one, this one, this one, and this one, a total of 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is missing the 4th one. I wonder where it went to. I know I couldn't find it because I had to use those. Anyways, I have one of each on my little bit here. And what else? I have used about 8 inches of linen thread to make a bow in the 3 colored enamel. Well, not I don't know if they're enamel, whatever. The 3 little dots that are in Wild Wheat. So let's get started. Put my notes away. You can see all my goodies. So we're going to do some stamping here. This is not going to be like so easy. I've got things prepped and already die cut. So first we're going to start with, let's start with how I colored my leaves. You're going to see I have 3 of them already done. So let me show you how I did this. I used black Momento. Hopefully this is a good enough view. You guys can really see what I'm doing. So I just stamped it. And you saw my one where I did 3 in a row. Okay, I'm going to set that. I still need that. I can set up and away. I need a little bit of scratch paper in case I go off, because I tried to do this as simply as possible. I took the light Wild Wheat and I literally just scribbled. I didn't make sure it's like completely covered, just like that. Then to do the more detailed bit, I took the bullet end, this blunter end, not the little brush tip. And I went just like this in the center of all the veins down the stem. Now, what I went and did is I did every other line and then alternated it. Like if I did that one, I did this one on that side. And that's how I did the leaves. All right, so I tried to do it really simple. Ooh, that just shot right out. That's all there is to that. Then I went and I took the little speckly stamp in the stamp set. Not my itty bitty backgrounds. I did this. I stamped and stamped off, and then I stamped again and stamped in the center. And I ran that through my die cut machine, and I did that. Well, you have no idea because I have done 4, prepped for 4 cards here. So there it is. That can get die cut out later. And voila, we have all 4 of them there. And you can see that when I went with the Wild Wheat, I didn't get everywhere. And that's okay. That's what part of the look of the card is. So we're going to clean this off because we're going to do quite a bit of stamping with this. Oops. so those are done. That's done. Here is still our sample. So because I don't have the DSP, I was like, what can I do? Well, I brought out Stampin' Up's old French script. I did have a little, oh, there it is. This was important, guys. Believe it or not, this was an important piece of this. So you can see I stamped like 4 of these already. So I'm going to ink this up. I love my background stamps. That's one thing I just cannot get rid of. Now, I've done this twice so far. So I made these little holes to represent these holes. So I know that going like this, that I need to turn it this way to get the script going in the right direction. Ask me how I know, because I messed up, of course. So that was my little cheat sheet there. There it is. Huh. That's what we did. All that work just for that. And then that gets really busy. So let's get rid of that and see if I have an extra. Yes, a clean one. It's got something stuck on it, but it will work for now. So we are going to stamp. Like I said, we're going to do quite a bit of stamping. Where's my little background? We need crumb cake. So we need this one that says Field Notes. They didn't do this on theirs. This is just me doing me. So I'm going to, did I stamp off? Let me look at my card. I think I did. Stamped off and then stamp on. Okay. Yes. Stamp off. Then I kind of stamped it here. Oh, that's full strength. It's okay. We'll do a combination of it somehow. Stamp off. And I want to go like here. I'm going to go full strength and stamp there. Stamp off. I want a little circle there. I'm just doing a bit of like a collage here. Let's see. I'm even going to put it upside down. And I want full strength one there. So that's what I did to start. Then the speckly bits, yep, you guessed it, are coming into play. So 1, 2, and 3. And I'm kind of going a bit at an angle, and there's a reason for that. So that looks good. All right, so this is done, but now the card base. And the reason being is, let me show you in the picture, it shows you these speckles coming down at an angle. This one they did do, either this is printed on the DSP or they stamped that. So we are going to do so. And I started this way. My ears are ringing again. So I'm going to go here and here, here. I went off a little there. Okay, now this I know is going to be like that. So I can do a little there. Not worried about that. But now I'm going to bring it in down here. A little there. A little there. I want a little bit there. And a little bit like right here. So now we can glue this piece. Oh, we can't. Sorry. Sponge dauber time. Because I wanted to really get this. Make it look worn. So if you're wondering, I got 2 fingers behind my thumb. And it does help. And I scoot it up. And it helps when you flick that on there. You can hear that noise. Yes. And right here, now I'm using this part of my hand. Because I can go farther. And I'm going to go around all the edges. So here again, my thumb. Scoot it down. And then I'm going to do a little bit more sponging on the actual this is where it gets hard. We'll do it this way. All right. I'm going to take this and I'm going to lightly, I want a sponge. Let's just do it really quick. Like that. I'm going to bring some color in there. Almost like it's been tea stained. Field notes, you're out in the field. So that's not so nice and crisp white. Nope. Now we're going to go around all the edges. And I'm really bringing the sponge dauber towards the center, especially on this edge, because this has got a wider border between the white paper and the edge of the, there. You'll see it in a minute, and I'll show you why that I wanted it really brought in on the edge there, on just the edge where the card opens. So here, some of you, this may not be your cup of tea going all that sponging, but for me it really is. I do enjoy this tremendously. So I'm going to show you. On the card, you'll see here where there is a larger strip of Very Vanilla there. And that's why when I brought it in, you're going to see I wanted that sponging closer into it. So this, you could even go at an angle on here, would be actually pretty. But, oh, do I dare? I really think I kind of like it at an angle, but we're going to stick with how they did it. So we're going to do it straight. But sometimes you lay something down and it's like, oh, this would look good. That's how a lot of things come to me. So, large piece. I want to make sure I get the edges down. All right. So yes, we're going to do it straight because we are casing the card, but I have to change it up and make it me. That's what's fun about doing things like this. So that's part is complete. Now we're going to go to the circle. We're going to put the circles back together. And I'm going to use this little hash one here. I'm going to stamp off. And stamp, oops, I guess not. We're doing full strength here. I thought I stamped off. I did not. That looks good. Now the little speckly bits. Stamp, stamp. Just give it some texture. So this is now ready to go on. And I'm going to start with this ring. Oops. I have a little dot that needs to come out of there. 2, 3. Oh, really a lot, quite a bit of dots. I liked this deckled edge on here. It kind of goes with the field notes. Come on, this is why I like my little bottle, but it gets maybe... Oh my goodness. Why? There. So I'm not going to let that glue go to waste. I'm going to take this and dip it in there. All right. So this goes to the edge. Oops. Bring it down a bit. I want this little bit, just those little dots on the outside of the edge there. So that one's done. I got glue in the circle too, and we need dimensionals. And I really could use getting some regular dimensionals out, but this will work. I will take what I can get right now. So 1 in the center. I would do 3. Oh my goodness, I got more dots that need, goodness gracious. Are they all out? Nope, there's a couple of more. What is wrong with me today? All right, be stubborn. Dots everywhere. Take another look. Peel those back. By the time I'm done making cards today, I won't have any strips because I probably need to go into one of my boxes to get. Okay, so that goes up. And yes, I know this is where I start to vary my stuff, but I can't help it. Next, we're going to do one leaf here, one leaf about there, and that's it, how they kind of have them going in the catalog. I will tell you, I did this one. I have it. I don't think I'm going to use it again because I didn't like the way it looked. It's just me, so I'm going to put glue here. That was me trying it out in Old Olive. So this one, I know I want it really up here a little bit more. You can see on there. And then, oh, we got to stamp on these guys. Here's my little bits. Remember I said 4 bits, right? So 1, 2, all 4 of those. And we are going to sponge directly on top of them. Not making, I don't want them to be perfect. Now on these, I'm going to stamp. Not on these two, just on those, just to tie it all in. So this leaf I know goes like here. Like it does go there. Goes around there. May not be the exact. It goes like right about there is good. And then I have one more leaf. And I kind of want that one going this way. I wanted a little bit more showing of this leaf. Hopefully I've got it. This one I know will connect and go this way. Here is my strip that's going to go in the middle. So I can see this one needs to come over. So about like right there. All right, this one is going to go this way. This is the one I was missing. I don't know what I did, but this is how it goes. And so for Sherry and my Aunt Carol, don't forget this one. This one goes that direction. This one's going to go right up towards this direction. Oops. Like in the center, you can just put a line like so. I'm making them card kits for my aunt's birthday, and I wanted this one we're going to save until we get our sentiment on, which let's stamp the inside. The inside of this card is meant to be blank as far as sentiment, but we're going to stamp this grid off, I think. Yes, stamp off. Oops, that's not an ink pad. Right there. Now, this little one here, we are going to stamp in the center at the bottom, stamp at the bottom, stamp in the center, and at the top. And then, you guessed it, we're going to follow it up with some speckles there, there, and there. Speckles, the darker. Did you see that? My first stamping is in between this one, just so you know what I'm doing here. So that's for the inside, and you can take the sponge dauber and kind of like brush it over the edge. If you were doing it like I did, you may not like the distressed look, but I really, really do. So our envelope is going to be next. So I'm just going to stamp off lightly 3 times. My little grid is going to come in. Stamp off the grid again, put it here. Going to add my flower full strength. my flower full strength, and these are going to get just lightly. So that's my envelope, except we're going to stamp hello from the heartfelt hellos, because we're putting a little note to say hello. Our envelope's going to say hello, and this is where my wild wheat is going to come from for our sentiment strips. So there's the envelope completely done. I'm going to swap those out, put that over there, and bring in my sentiment strip. Now you can see I already took the grid, and all I did was stamp off, stamp in, stamp. That's in wild wheat. That's a good thing that I do have it on the back side. Not nice. I did the wrong color. It does happen. So now we want wild wheat with just a little note to say hello. I am going to trim this down now. And I found that out because I really wanted it a little smaller. So it starts out with 3/4 of an inch by 3. Excuse me. After I stamp it, I just lined up the tips of the lettering in the guillotine and gave it a shave. Line up the bottom of the letters in the guillotine, try to keep it straight, and trimmed it off a little more because to me it just needed to be a little smaller. I'm going to take my snips and make an angle mark this way, and I always have a hard time. I want them going the same direction, and an angled mark that way. I haven't forgotten that one. Just don't want to like take it anywhere, because I also want to add a little bit of crumb cake to these. Just a little bit more visual interest. So this now is going to go right there. Oh, it is very, very pretty. So I'm trying to think. I might just glue it down and let it be kind of bumpy. I just might. This one, I put that up on dimensionals. I didn't like it. So I'm going to put maybe, oh, the glue bottle. Smell. This is why it gets sticky. Glue on both ends. And then I'm going to hold them down. I'm doing this a little bit more center. Theirs was off center, but I want mine center. And then I can come in. Let's put my little bow on before we put our last piece. So I want my bow this time to be like right here. Stay down. I'm going to push the glue dot so it's not a complete circle. I'm going to have my little bow. Right there, and then I can see where my last little bit is going to get tucked up under there. And it will go. Because I don't have any glue or anything right here, it will stick in there. Might need to stick the... Yes, it will go in there. There we have it. So next we need our embellishments. Where is that horrible... Oh, see, this is what they have on theirs. I just could not put that on my card. I still can't. It's right there. And for the life of me, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Maybe if there was a couple of them or whatever, but that piece, no. I tried. Where are my glue dots? Did you guys see them? I just have them. There they are. Not glue dots. My in color dots. So we're going to do one here And I just did one of each, small, medium, and large, and threw them around like so. So there we have it. The card is all done. Just a little note to say hello. The inside, of course, is blank. You can see that subtle difference in using the wild wheat, which is the light wild wheat that we colored in this one, with just makes the sentiment stick out a little bit more. I'm sorry, Aunt Carol and Sherry, yours will be in crumb cake because that's what I stamped it in before I finished my card. But that is my case card for February 2024's, and the kit I am using, the bundle, is the Notes of Nature. With a little help from a few other things, but I hope you guys like my case card, and I would love to know your opinion, what you think. I also would like to know how many of you like to do, you know, distressed card making. It was one of my favorite things. This version came out so much better than my first version. So thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, please feel free to come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.